And all the lawyers just tell us, for 1 hour advice, you need to pay $100, $200, $300, few $1,000. Everybody asks for money. And Joseph, he didn't ask for money. He said, I want to advise you first to give you all the information. And, so he was so nice. He tell you all the, everything, how to do all this process.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another Visa to America success story. Today we have with us Shaul and Marav. Shaul and Marav, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Very good. So we just want to spend a little bit of time to learn more about you and kind of the business that you're in, as well as how Visa to America helped you. So the very first question I have is, you're a 50-50 partnership, husband and wife, and tell us a little bit about your background and what inspired the both of you, after 20 plus years in business, to launch EOM Properties Inc. in the US through the E-2 visa.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to start?
You can start.
We used to have a chain in Israel, chain of clothing stores. We used to import and buy things from the Far East, India, China, Nepal. And as you know, as everyone knows, the situation in Israel is not so good right now and in general. I mean, the security situation, you can say, doesn't let the business to get strong and to be bigger and bigger. And unfortunately, we had to close the business because of this situation. And we took all our savings and decide not to give up the dream and to make money in America.
Wow,
And
that's great.
What we'll say. Yeah.
Excellent. That's amazing. So to talk about EOM Properties, what is it that, what does EOM do? And then what makes your property investment and redevelopment model different from others in the market?
We like to buy houses in a developing area. And also we have our special way to do it. I mean, for the renovation, we buy a house, we want to make it very comfortable for the buyers, to make very nice house and the opening spaces, make it very comfortable to renew the kitchen, the toilet, to add more shower, to make it very comfortable. The people will be happy to live there, feel very good with the house, We developed the house very nice, very comfortable for the people.
We're doing also interior design. I have a little bit knowledge in this area, so we do that also. But the point is that we are not buying luxury properties. We're buying properties for the common people in a certain neighborhoods that we know that are developing right now and are good invest for the future. And we are doing the best that the certain property that we already bought over there will be, maximum in all kind of the way we can. I mean, inside, kitchen, everything. So the people that will come and see say, wow, we want this house. And this is the point.
Got it. That makes sense. And another question I have is, you invested over $700,000 into this venture. So what gave you both, as a married couple, the confidence to commit at that level together?
First of all, when you want to invest, you need to take some chance. And also my brother-in-law, brother is doing this business for a long time at Columbus, Ohio. And he recommended us.
Okay, very good. And
now let's move to... You can make big money, good money. He said,
so he
told us, if you will come and be serious and continue this business, you can make a lot of money and succeed.
Okay,
it's important
very good.
that you will have the very supportive, professional company or office or something behind you to make your dream come true. Otherwise, you can't do it alone, especially in America. You have someone who will hold your back and say, okay, this is reasonable and this is not reasonable. And it was a process. It wasn't so easy. It was our dream and we didn't give up. And I think that Joseph and his team were very supportive and told us what we can do and what we can't do. And if we would invest this $700K, so what is the best way to do that? And this gave us the confidence that we will succeed.
Okay, so let's talk about that process in terms of, I guess when it comes to Visa to America. How did you first hear of Visa to America, and what was your experience like working with their team throughout the entire E-2 journey?
First of all, when we want to hear about this process of Visa to America, I mean, all the business visa, we try to find some lawyer to get advice, to ask him what we need to do, all the process. And all the lawyers just tell us, for 1 hour advice, you need to pay $100, $200, $300, few $1,000. Everybody asks for money. And Joseph, he didn't have money. He said, I want to advise you first to give you all the information. And, so it was so nice. He tell you all the, everything, how to do all this process, So then we
didn't hear about Joseph on internet or after research. We just hear from someone that was a
friend, that's
client.
mine.
Yeah, our friend was a client of Joseph, and when we share with him our situation, he said, wow, I have someone that will fit you 100%. Just ask him what to do and he will give you the answers.
Okay, that's great. That's good. That's good to hear that it was kind of word of mouth when it comes to hearing about Visa.
Exactly.
Got it. Now, in terms of, you both mentioned kind of how they help with your business plan. So talk a little bit about how Visa to America, structured your company and how they prepared that business plan. How did they help you in that?
Wow, they were so professional. I didn't think that, someone will be with me step by step, following really a professional program till the end. I mean, they start, we spoke with a variety of people, not at the advertising, and we had someone to take care of the documents, and he took care of all the picture and give answers to all the things that we need, and we should bring and arrange before the process will be official in the authorities in America. So it was really professional, and it was a long process.
Okay, it sounds like it's not just the visa process, but also the business plan process, which is good as well.
Yeah.
Got it. So when it comes to the preparation, I know that you met with a former U.S. consul before you actually did the real thing. So how did that shape your approach to the interview, and what was the most valuable insights that you took from that preparation session?
First of all, it gives me personally, I was calm. I had insight that I'm talking to someone who did that before. So I'm talking to someone professional who knows what he's talking about. And that gives me a really quiet and peace. and she asked all the things that may be in the interview. So we didn't have any surprises.
They passed all the questions, all the things that we can they can ask us in the real interview. So we was very ready for all this interview.
That's great. And going into the interview, what were you both feeling? Like, going into that interview, how were you feeling? And was there a question from the officer that stood out, the officer that you interviewed?
We were confident, and yeah, we were excited, of course. But all the questions that the consul, the man that was there asked us, we knew the answers. So it was so easy. It came easy. It was fluent and easy, and
Great.
yeah.
It team make a good homework. They really prepare us to all the questions, all the answers, and we've been so ready for
no
this
surprises,
interview.
nothing at all. We knew
That's great.
all the answers, and yeah.
Yeah.
And
much,
did you feel
much more than he asked.
Okay. And did you feel confident after that interview that you were going to get approved?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You felt confident. That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
We asked all the questions as well, and we just wait for the approval that they say
Okay.
your permission will get approved.
And what was
all the questions?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, all the questions that he asked, we already knew the answer. We already knew what he expected us to answer, to say. So it was easy. It was like a piece of cake. Nothing, nothing hard, nothing.
Nothing surprises.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. And I know that there's kind of a delay. Like when I hear you, I think there's a delay. That's why we're kind of going back and forth. So, but anyway, when did you guys get approved? When was that?
It was when it was
in the interview. He told us the visa permission is get approved.
Yeah, on the same day. After he finished asking, he said, "Okay, your visa is approved."
Oh, that's great. Well, congratulations. How did that feel?
Great. Now we can start work.
Yeah. We
Right.
Our dream come true.
Yeah, our dream come true.
That's great. And what was because a lot of people watching this might be wondering what was the toughest part of your E2 journey? And was there ever a moment that you thought things might not go quite right?
Yeah. Actually, there was a moment that we almost gave up because in Israel started a war, likely. And we couldn't find flight, and we delayed our interview again and again. And then my mother got sick, and unfortunately died 3 months ago. And I had to stay with the family a little bit after. But I didn't feel good. But I asked Joseph again and again, looked at the situation, the war and this and that, and the interview was delayed and delayed. And, finally he found a date, and he told me, look, you have to be there.
Yeah.
And we did it. Yeah.
Yeah, and we did it.
Yeah. That's great. And I'm sorry to hear about your mom. That's hard to hear, knowing everything, that you have something really happy and then something like that. So we apologize for that.
Yeah.
So what advice would you have for other entrepreneurs who are considering the E2 visa, including someone who feels that maybe they don't have enough experience or they're unsure? What are some of your tips, or what's some of the advice you would give to other entrepreneurs?
Many people had a dream to go big in America, okay? But if they are not doing that, uh, in a certain way, so the dream can, not ever come true. So my advice is to go with your dreams, but you have to have someone professional on your side, someone who will guide you what to do, someone that will hold your back the preparation. Otherwise, you are lost. This is my advice.
Yeah, so we think that Joseph and his team are like a winning team, that they know what they are doing. They will take you to the successful and they will help you to get your visa permission.
That's great. And I'm just curious, I've heard other people say that they would call Joseph in the middle of the night and he would answer. Have you ever had to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Joseph don't have a day or night. He's always available. And it's amazing. Sometimes, I send a message, I text him, and he's answering. And I said to my husband, look, this man doesn't have a night, a day. I don't know where he's now, but he's answering. It's amazing. Always
That's great,
available.
great.
And
now,
this gives you up.
And to oh, go ahead.
And this, relax. It's very relaxing because you know that someone is there to hear, to give an answer anytime.
Exactly. Someone always has your back, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good. Now, to close, we always have people speak in their native language, which I believe yours is Hebrew. So can you share in Hebrew about your experience with Visa to America, speaking directly to Israeli entrepreneurs and families who may be considering the same path?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
להתחיל?
So I will say in Hebrew, כדאי לכם לעבוד עם יוסף והקבוצה שלו, הם מומחים, הם יודעים מה הם עושים, יובילו אתכם לכל אורך הדרך עד הוויזה שכנראה תאושר ב100%, וכדאי לעבוד עם יוסף, הם אנשים אמינים וטובים שיביאו אתכם להצלחה ולוויזה.
ואני רוצה להוסיף שלפני שאנחנו עורכי דין או אנשי עסקים או כל דבר אחר, אנחנו קודם כל בני אדם. ועל יוסף אפשר לומר שהוא קודם כל בן אדם. כלומר, בנוסף לקטע המקצועי שהוא מביא, שהוא הכי מקצועי שאפשר, הוא מקשיב, הוא שומע, הוא תמיד איתך או איתך, וזה סופר חשוב בתהליך הזה, שהוא לפעמים מורט עצבים, אבל חייבים מישהו חזק מאחוריך, ושיהיה קודם כל בן אדם. אוקיי.
Very good. Well, thank you so much, Shaul and Marav, for joining us today, and we greatly appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who's watching. We hope this is informative. This has been another Visa to America success story.